Good morning. Friday, April 28th. Beautiful morning. It's been some pretty nice weather. Actually haven't had much rain lately, so we're really dry out here. Started running some irrigation last night, and it looks like that's going to be the theme for the upcoming week as well. Cool spring weather. Jackets in the morning. Last weekend we had a pretty good frost. So if you remember back 3 weeks ago, we had 80-degree weather, actually up to 90 almost one day, I believe. Really jump-started this zoysia, got the zoysia to green up. Since then, it has not been zoysia weather. So it kind of jump-started that into getting it to green up, and now it's shocked. It's in shock from the frost. It's in shock just from 40-degree weather in the morning is not ideal for zoysia. So it seems like the biggest question I keep getting is regarding the areas in the fairways that are yellow, thin, don't look very good. So basically every year we have some areas that just don't really come back or come back kind of thin. Majority of these areas are going to recover by themselves with some heat. I think I'm going to go with the 80 rule. So 80% of these areas are going to come back once we get 80 degrees for highs. We just need warm weather. This zoysia thrives in the south with highs in the 90s, 100s. It'll take all the heat you can throw at it. What it doesn't thrive in is 40-degree lows and 60-degree highs. This weather is not ideal at all. So we've also made some applications. We made an application this week to prevent seed heads and to suppress Bermuda. That kind of that kind of dings the zoysia a little bit. At the same time, we fertilize the zoysia. So as it's dinged, we've got some nutrients. Once that gets into the root system and we get some warmer weather, it'll start taking off. But 80% of these areas are going to come back with no issues. We'll have to fill in some sod in a few areas. This patch over here for sure is going to be sod, but a lot of these, what I'm looking at here, which looks a lot worse in the video than it does to the naked eye in my opinion, a lot of this is going to fill in. A little thin, doesn't look great right now, but it'll fill in. We had some extreme cold temperatures back in December where we're sub-zero for multiple days, windy, very frigid. That's what we're looking at right now, are areas that did not take the winter very well, but 80% will come back. So 3 minutes just talking about zoysia. Last week I didn't do a video because Friday was hump day for us. All last week was very windy. We had multiple applications we wanted to make on the golf course. We're unable to do it until Friday. It was all hands on deck, spray rig out, spreader out, spot sprayer out. A lot of action last week, a lot of action still this week, spraying weeds, spraying for preventative for fungus and diseases, and just trying to keep up with the spring apps. So a lot going on, but the name of the game right now is the cooler temperatures are not helping us with growth. Even the greens really aren't growing much, which is okay. If they're not growing much, it helps us keep them tighter. I would say the greens are back, maybe not bogey speed, but pretty quick. So really good greens, really good golf course. Bunkers getting raked today. They looked really good. Getting prepared for the upcoming opening day classic here, or whatever it's called. This weekend we're going to go ahead and use the zoysia on the driving range tee. I believe we're only going to do that for this weekend. So once again, as I've talked about all morning here, zoysia is not quite growing, so we're not going to get recovery. We go down there and we start practicing on a daily basis all day, and start eating away at that tee with divots. We're going to have no recovery, and we're going to have a lot of thin areas. So we've got to wait a little longer before opening that on a full-time basis. But this weekend, you'll be able to hit off the turf. should be happy about that. We've got plants going in the ground next to the practice green and number 1 tee. We've got a lot of annuals back at the shop that we're getting ready to go out on the golf course. So a lot going on, more than I can talk about in 5 minutes. I try to keep these videos around 5, so we'll just end it at that. But there's a lot going on. We've got some new fairway markers going out today, donated by a member. Beautiful as we continue to improve the aesthetics of the golf course, improve playability, and just overall present a wonderful product, make us the best in St. Charles. So thanks for all your support. Any questions or feedback or comments, always feel free. Drop a message, leave a reply, whatever it may be. I'm here for you all. So have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.